the way I mapped out this draft, I'm not using a 5-year option on Kenyon Sadiq. I'm signing fool to a long-term contract. Best case scenario, I'm signing Kenyon Sadiq to a long-term contract. My 5th-year option will be used on Chris Brazzell. See, that's why we traded back into the first round, because we need a wide receiver, somebody on the outside that's going to be able to carry on with Jayden year after year after year. So I'm using the 5th-round option on Chris Brazzell. Chris Brazzell, 4.37 speed, about 6'3", 6'4". He can shoot down the field. He's down the field threat. He a red zone threat. You know what I'm saying? He gives us that Drake London, AJ Brown type. That type of, that type of target. You know what I'm saying? That type of guy on our team. I like it. I like Chris Brazzell. So now you got a guy on the inside that's going to be with Jayden for the next 4 or 5 years. Damn, at least. Then you got a guy on the outside that's going to be with Jayden for the next 4 or 5 years. Stamped at least. Right? So now we got pieces, right? We got pieces. And this is what's going to propel Jayden Daniels to that MVP conversation. Like he's gonna be in that conversation year in, year out. Because he got these two guys to go with him. It's gonna inflate his numbers, man. His numbers, if we get these two guys in the first round, Jayden Daniels' numbers are gonna balloon. It's just a fact. You know what I'm saying? It's a fact. I believe these two guys will be highly productive. Jayden, he could break out the pocket, scramble around, throw the ball deep downfield to a guy like Chris Brazzell. He could scramble, get out the pocket, and then throw an intermediate route to Kenyon Sadiq. Like clockwork. Like clockwork. I'm telling you. So we get off the second round, right? In order to get back into the second round, we had to trade away some assets. And we're going to talk about that at the end of the video. We had to trade away some assets, right? So we traded away some assets, and that meant no second round pick. Wow. No second round pick, but we ultimately have four third-round picks. Now, this is just a dream. I'm telling you, it's just a dream. 2 firsts, 4 thirds. It was all a dream. I'm trying to tell you, I dreamt this. I woke up. I said, this is my very first time doing the draft simulator. I did the draft simulator. I'm like, hold up. All right, I trade back in the first round with Minnesota. Get the 18th pick. Guess who's best available? Kenyon Sadiq. Shit. Then I'm like, all right, I'm like, hold up. Before the first round over, let me trade back up. So I forgot who I trade back up. We're going to check that out. I trade back up into the first round at the number 30 pick. I got the number 30 pick, but then Seattle come and say, hey, we'll give you our 32 to get the 30 and some other shit. I'm like, shit, all I want is a first round pick. So the same shit that Baltimore did with Lamar Jackson. Got the number 32 pick Chris Brazzell. Now I got him for 5 years. Stamp. I do that and let go of my second round pick. I'll do that. It was all a dream, but I'll do that. Now let's get to the third, right? Now this draft is about Jayden. This draft is about creating that nucleus around Jayden Daniels that we should have created in year 2. Instead of creating a nucleus around Jayden Daniels, we instead went towards let's run it back so we can see if we can get back to the NFC Championship game when we was the oldest team in the league for like 2 years at this point. How you gonna think you're gonna run it back when you got old guys, man? Like, this shit don't add up. So I know that this is a draft that I want to focus around Jayden and making him better for a long term. But we got to be smart and got to understand when pieces are on the table, pick them up.